I was really intrigued you mentioned about how everyone should have a certain level of influence and essentially developing what I would say is that personal brand. Is that the case for someone who's potentially a higher level CEO, but they're not the face of the company? Do they still need to develop that level of influence, or is that just influence within the team?
I love that you're pointing out the subtleties in the word influence. And
Yeah.
I think this is where the principles always overlap. So,
Yeah.
for example, this is a great place to say, okay, for a given individual, we should think in a focused way about what kind of influence is most impactful for them. And as you pointed out, rightly so, that may look different from, if you are the CEO and the
Mhm.
face of a company and what you want to be representing versus what does like the CTO need to be
Yeah.
representing. And by the way, that can be different. I wouldn't even say that there's one thing for CTOs and there's one thing for CEOs. I would say it depends on your company, depends on the industry. And so it's very useful. And again, I like the principles, and I like starting from first principles because they're not prescriptive, but they help us look at situations and say what makes sense here and what's going to help here. And so, for someone who's maybe a different, let's just talk about two different scenarios. Like one could be, yeah, like you need to be out there representing the company, and so maybe you need a strong social media brand, both like from the customer side, but also like as a social proof for your investors that they feel like they invested in something that's like out there and doing well. And then, you do need also, like, you are running a team. So that internal is important as well. One example is, yeah, if you were more on the technical front, it might be more important for you to be seen as like a technical expert. And
Mhm.
you certainly
Yeah,
need technically to be
that makes
connecting with the
sense.
team. But maybe in this particular scenario, you look at it and you say, actually, I need to be thinking about, and maybe not publishing every day, but once a quarter, putting out a really impactful kind of technical opinion piece.
Nice.
And that is what I need.
Yeah.
So again, I'm, not, these are not prescriptive. I don't blindly follow
That's
these things.
coaching.
It's meant to be more of a, how do you use these principles to sort of think about what's going to help you and make an individually best decision for yourself?
My name is Samuel Main, and I truly hope that you've got value from today's video. If you have, please do hit like and subscribe down below, and I'll see you in the video tomorrow.